I'm Vincent DiPasquale, and we're here at VCD Studios in Miami. This is the Euphonics Artist Series, and I'm going to show you how I create and use custom layouts for both submixing groups and the final mixdown. The Euphonics Artist Series allows me to assign tracks to specific faders on the control surface as layouts. Now these layouts can be saved as a part of my Logic project. So let me show you how this works. So let me switch over to Euph Control, and inside the Layouts tab is where we'll create and recall all of the layouts. So as you can see, I can have up to 48 layouts per Logic project, and I've already got 2 created. The first one is a master layout, and let me go ahead and recall that. And what that does is it brings the master bus on this first fader on the MC control. So no matter where I'm at in the Logic project, if I nudge or bank faders left or right, this one stays locked to the master bus. So I have control no matter where I'm at. The other layout I've created is called a groups layout. And when I recall this brings up all the main subgroups of my mix onto the control surface. So for example, I have my drum bus, a bass bus, a music bus, an effects bus, and a vocal bus, all on the first 5 faders. And I've also inserted blank channel strips on the last 3, and this allows me to not only focus on the subgroups, but it also allows me to assign more subgroups if I add them later. And also, as I nudge or bank around the other faders in the Logic project, those then switch on the MC control, but the subgroups stay locked on the MC mix. So let me show you how to create a layout, and I'm going to choose layout number 2, and I'll double click, and we're going to call this the drums layout, and I'm going to assign all my drums to this. So we'll go over into the Assign tab, and here you can see the 4 faders of the MC control, and also the 8 faders of the MC mix. So I'm going to come down to the first fader of the MC mix and click the drop down menu and select the kick to be the first fader. And as you can see, the little lock icon comes on the top of the display screen telling you that fader's been locked to that layout. So let's come back to the other faders, and we're going to assign the other drum elements. So we'll do the hat, the second hi-hat, snare number 1, snare number 2, and the shaker. So we'll come back to layouts, and we're going to store this. So I can now recall the groups layout that we had before that contains my subgroups, and then we'll come right back to the drum groups that we created and recall that. As you can see, the MC mix snaps back to show me that layout. So as I begin to mix the track, I can go ahead and mix in the drum elements that are now locked to that layout. Having a bunch of faders is obviously great, but having the ability to customize the way they come up during each step of the mix dramatically improves my workflow inside Logic and makes layouts one of my favorite things about the Artist Series.